So we're going to talk about Villa and Gren. I have completed the book called Villa's Beast by Ruby Dixon. It's the third book from the Ice Homes series, and yesterday I had posted the review of the book. So let's talk about Villa and Gren. Villa is a human from Earth who was kidnapped in her sleep and brought for slavery by some aliens, and luckily she gets saved, and Vetkel's tribe, right, the tribe that is present in Ice Planet, saves all the slaves including Villa, and they were put in some sort of hibernation that when they wake up they get so scared, but the tribe's mates are very comforting, and they try to bring them back to the normal that they know of Ice Planet. But however, Villa doesn't feel like she can trust anybody in the tribe, and so she's a little skeptical and she plans her escape from them. She is very optimistic and positive that even if she's not on Earth, she still wants to survive on her own. She sees that Gren, this other alien who woke up from hibernation like her, is tied up because he is very aggressive and he is trying to attack the tribesmate. So she feels a little sympathy to him because he's not treated right as per her, but as per the tribe, they are very scared of Gren because he is very aggressive. And later we come to know that Gren is like a Frankenstein experiment where his alien master have given Gren a lot of steroids and stuff and made him uh, like a little bit of that and a little bit of this. Like he's a Praxian, and he's also a Sekui, he's also a Mesek, he's also a human, so he's a blend of a lot of life forms across the universe, you can say, like across the galaxy. So Gren is not a original life form, he is like a scientific experiment where they made a living thing out of different species. And Gren is a gladiator. Most of the aliens who were hibernating in the ports, along with the humans, were like gladiators or fighters in the arena. So Glenn thinks that he have to fight with the people in Ice Planet, the people of Vetkel's tribe, to survive. So survival for Gren is like fights. He have to get through a fight and win so that he can survive. All the gladiators' life is uh, very short. So Gren knows that he's made to fight and die. One day that he'll die. And he doesn't expect a long life. He have not seen kindness, he have not seen love. He was stolen from his planet when he was 8 years old. So Gren never experienced any love or kindness from anybody. And when Vella sees him, Villa like feels a lot of compassion for this guy, that she goes to him. She goes to him and she tries to feed him food and she tries to communicate to him. Even though Gren doesn't know her language and she doesn't know his language, they still make a connection. Villa escapes and she takes Gren along with her. So now, if you see the character of Villa, she's strong willed, she's a survival mode person, and she also is very kind and compassionate to others. If you see Gren, he is also strong willed and survival mode guy, and Gren is a primitive guy, but he's got intelligence, but he doesn't show it outside because he thinks that as a slave, if you show a lot of intelligence, then you will be in trouble. So he's a very intelligent guy that way. Both of them have a lot of similarities, and both of them complement each other, and that's why their relationship works. uh, the the best thing in this series is all about couples who are not ready to give up on each other, who always enhance each other, and who always be with each other even through all the struggles that they face. So Villa and Gren is one of the power couple I have read from the Ruby Dixon Ice Planet series. So the next book is about Gale and Vasa. So after reading the book, I'll let you know on the details of that.